Hi, this is Hannah from Stoughton Garden Center, Stoughton, and we're going to talk about Monsteras. So this is the Monstera deliciosa. They like some bright and direct light, and this plant is really popular because of the fenestration on the leaves, or the holes. These are adolescent Monstera deliciosas, but they don't have the fenestration on the leaves yet, but they will grow to eventually have the holes in the leaves. As you can see, this brand new leaf just started fenestrating. So then they can grow pretty tall. Since they have such thick stems, they like to be supported with either a moss pole or a trellis of some sort so that they can be trained to grow up instead of over and out. And then we have these Monstera Swiss cheese. They clearly have the fenestration on the leaves as well. They don't have as thick of stems, but they kind of grow more like pothos. They like to vine up the walls, and I really like them because they're super easy to grow. So these ones like more of bright and direct light. These plants are more of low light plants. They really thrive off of lower lights, and then with any plant, well, especially these plants, you want to water thoroughly once the soil dries out. So I guess it kind of depends on how bright of light you have in your house. If you have really bright light, the soil will dry out faster and you'll be watering more often. So usually about once every 10 days you'll want to water your Monstera thoroughly, or at least once a week, depending on how bright their environment is. And then we have the Monstera Thai constellations. So these are really popular due to their variegation on their leaves. Super pretty. And again, these are just young Monsteras, so these will grow to be as big of leaves as these, and they will grow to have the fenestration on the leaves as well. And then my favorite part about Monsteras is how easy they are to propagate. With how thick the stems are, it's really easy to see where the nodes are in this plant. So you can see them sticking out a little bit. If you ever decide that your plant is getting too big and you need to chop your plant or trim it, you can just cut right below the node and then put the node into a glass of water, and it will develop its own root system and turn into a whole nother plant. So you can either have two plants or give it away to a friend or whatever you want to do with it, but I like Monsteras because they're really easy to propagate. When you decide to repot the plant, I always like to throw in potting soil mixed with either perlite or charcoal or some sort of additive to kind of help dry the soil out in between waterings to prevent root rot. Again, you don't have to. Potting soil is just fine, but if you want to add something on top of it to help make sure that the roots can remain dry in between waterings, I would add something like perlite or charcoal, which we have here at Jung's. And again, my name is Hannah from Jung's Garden Center, Stoughton. Thanks for watching.